What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, July something, 14th, 15th maybe? 14th. Yeah, we've been in Oklahoma about a week and it's been great. Today we are up early. It is 8:30 in the morning and we are headed to Edmond, Oklahoma, which is about, well, yesterday it was 30 minutes north, but right now it's showing 40 minutes. We have a friend that is building a home, or I guess they bought a home and are kind of remodeling it. So we're gonna go check that out with her and her boys, and then we're gonna go over to Lifetime, which is the gym that we're a part of in Las Vegas. And they have one here in Oklahoma, which is also up in Edmond, which is kind of a bummer because it's like a 35 minute drive just to get to the gym. But let me tell you, it is worth it because
it's giant.
It's awesome. It's like 3 times the size as the one in Vegas. I think the one in Vegas is a little newer because it just looks a little more updated, but this one in Edmond is like crazy. It's so big and nice. And
Kids Academy is
the kids
3 times bigger than the one.
Kids are going to try out Kids Academy today while my friend Megan and I play pickleball, which I'm so pumped about because I love pickleball and they don't have courts at
I'll play pickleball.
The location in Vegas. You want to play?
Oh, maybe I'll play it in the gym.
That's true. They might have pickleball
for
for
pickleball in the gym
kids.
In Vegas. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna just take you guys along with us for a little day in the life vlog and see what we get up to. I mean, it's either a door or a window.
Where's your room? Stone, you're on camera. You're on camera. Where's your room? What's your favorite color?
This will have
color.
a corner.
Orange. Orange.
What's your name?
Wells.
And Megan.
Stoner.
And there's Stone.
Stone.
That was so cute. I know. So pretty.
Try.
Whoa! See how good of a driver you are, Amy. This is Lifetime, Oklahoma City. But look, it goes all the way down there. And then it's like way across the back there, and then there's Quail Springs Mall right across the street. There's the water slides that the kids went down. I think we're gonna go to the pool tomorrow with some friends, or Saturday with Daddy and some friends, right?
Yeah.
So we'll try and get the kids to take the GoPro down the slide or something. Alright, what'd you guys think of Kids Academy here in Oklahoma?
I rated it a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10?
Yeah. 2.
Why?
Because I don't like when they play the drum with all these babies and even the big kids and say, playtime, playtime.
I think the translation is that at the one in Vegas, they usually break them up into their age group, and here they did not, is what I'm gathering.
There was like 3-year-olds with 9 and 7 and 4-year-olds.
Did you get to hang out with Stone and Wells?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fun at least. Okay, we're in the lovely neighborhood of Nickel Hills, Oklahoma. And it's real fancy Trader Joe's here. This stuff is amazing. Yeah, I think this is the one that gets. These things are amazing. All right, it's a couple hours later. We had some spaghetti, which usually we get Trader Joe's beef and pork and their sauce. And today we just used their sauce because we already had beef here, and then I got pork from Walmart, and it's just not as good. So, little tip, just get everything at Trader Joe's if you're making spaghetti. But we're all super tired because Jesse's class that he's in right now, this is one of two. This first one, I should say the first half of the first one, has him in class at night, or like a 3:30 to midnight, Monday through Friday. So the kids usually go to bed around 10. I wait up until he gets home, then we wind down, and the bed we're sleeping in isn't that comfortable, so we're just pretty much exhausted. And I feel bad because he's the one that has to go to class and learn a bunch of crazy stuff like this. This isn't the current math that he's learning, but this is one of many that he has to learn all this information just to get through training. So anyways, we're grinding right now, but he's the one that really has the tough job here.
You guys just get to sit on your butts.
You go too.
Yeah, I'm
But-
kind of pouting about it. The work until midnight thing is definitely horrible. Throughout my career, I've worked crazy hours plenty of times, but a lot of times this evening shift goes till 10, and you know, midnight just feels so much later, and it's like you've done your whole day, and then you're going to work. You hit that 4 o'clock slump as soon as you get there, and it's a grind for sure. But yeah, on top of that, the course is a lot more technical than I expected. I'm going through RTF, which somehow stands for Terminal Basic Radar Training. Terminal Basic Radar Training, RTF. I don't know how it works, but that basically, when you go from en route, which is high flyers flying miles and miles and miles across your airspace, to terminal environment, you have to go to these courses. And the terminal environment is, you know, picture a circle, and let's say you have 5 airports in that circle. Well, all of the traffic going to those airports flies into the corners, and then everyone departing those airports flies out the north, south, east, west gates, and then you get to deal with that mess. So you're vectoring aircraft around and lining them up for the airports. You're deconflicting those guys with the guys taking off from all the airports, and there's a crazy amount of procedures that go with that. This is the bookwork for this 1 month class, and a lot of it you're just having to cram in because it's local information that you have to know to go through these simulations. But it's just been a grind. Every day I wake up and maybe do the gym or just sit around for a bit, and then I study for a couple hours, and then I go to class all night and keep learning, and it is what it is. Pays the bills. So I guess it's kind of interesting stuff. So here's a little example of an air traffic control procedure if you've never seen anything like this. Can you get a close-up of that?
You gonna talk us through it?
Yeah. So basically, what this is it's the Maze 3 departure. It's an RNAV procedure, which means the aircraft has to be equipped with area navigation equipment, which is a whole slew of equipment on board that basically lets them and us know where they are. And what this procedure does is it takes them from Academy Airport and it puts them on these headings to these waypoints. And at some of these waypoints, they have to be, at this one, at or above 6,000 feet. Stone, they got to be between 7,000 and 9,000 feet. They're tracking along. Brit, they got to be at or above 9, at or above 11,000 at Wyndham. And then they cross Maze, which is the departure gate to the east, at or above 13,000. So if an aircraft has departed the airport on this procedure, we know, because we've studied and memorized this, what that plane is going to do and what altitudes they're going to hit at the various points. So then if we have, let's say, an overflight coming down this way, we know how to deal with that because of what we know this other plane is going to do. And then multiply that by, you know, several dozen other aircraft in and out of your airspace in that hour, and you just kind of make it work.
And that right there is one of how many of those maps, or what do you call that?
This is a standard instrument departure.
Okay. How many of those do you have to learn?
Well, for this simulated academy airspace, there's one for each gate, and then there's several arrival procedures for the arrival gates, and then there's conventional arrivals on top of that. There's a slew of approach procedures for actually getting down to the ground. So you have to memorize some of what's on these plates. But
so a lot is the answer?
Yeah, I mean, once you get into the air traffic world, this stuff makes sense. You look at it, you know what you're looking at. But what I didn't expect coming to this course is just how much local information you have to know to start doing the actual radar training on the simulator. When you sit down and work traffic, it makes sense. You have to have a bunch of knowledge in your head in order to be able to apply to the traffic scenarios. It's just more than I expected it to be. So they're definitely pushing students to learn a lot fast, but I think it works. People probably leave here pretty decently prepared for their whatever facility they're going to be at. And I'm in a class with people going everywhere you can imagine, all over the country, approach control facilities and up-down facilities, which is where a controller is a controller in the tower and the TRACON below the tower. So once we leave class, everyone's going to have to go and learn all new information at their local facility, but the principles will still apply. So yeah. TMI. I think this stuff is interesting to me, but 13 years in, I'm kind of tired, and becoming a trainee again is just really difficult. You really gotta like be in the zone, and I'm older and lazy and
You're not.
So, but this is the gig, so I'll just keep plugging away. Speaking of which, time to go start the car since it's 100 degrees out.
Later that same evening.
Jess's job, I mean, everyone knows that air traffic controllers are kind of one of the top, like, stressful jobs out there. And it is very stressful. But his personality type is, like, made for that type of job. And he's very good at it and just super smart. And it really never gets old. I love being on the receiving end of his job because, well, one, I don't have to do it because it looks very, very hard, and I think I would be horrible at it. But two, it's just so fascinating, and so I get to hear the Cliff Notes version of it all. And you know, when he's actually working traffic, mostly back in Alaska, I got to hear about all the emergencies and just crazy stories that the general flying public probably is thankful that they don't hear about on the news, because even though the aviation industry has like a 99.78% safety rating, there's still a lot of stuff that happens in the skies, and it really is a incredible thing that we can just fly in a metal tube, millions of people all the time. I think every day there's millions of people that fly. I don't know, but either way, his job is awesome, even though it's stressful right now, and he wishes he didn't have to be in it. We're very thankful for it. And yeah, if you want to know more about his job, or like how much an air traffic controller makes, or like a day in the life of an air traffic controller, any of that stuff, leave a comment down below, because we've talked about maybe making some videos that kind of go a little more in depth to what his job is actually like, but that could be really boring. I don't know. So let us know. And we hope you enjoyed this random day in the life here in Oklahoma, and we'll see you on the next one.